YouTube fam, it's your girl 4C Hair Chick here, and I'm coming at you with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you about wash and goes. Alright, so let me walk you through my hair. I've just got a twist out here in the front. These are a couple of the twists that looked really nice. I left them hanging, and then I pinned back two of them to give me kind of a side bang there. I always like to protect my front edges, so I've got the 2-strand flat twist. The rest of my hair is just pulled back into a claw clip. I just washed my hair day before yesterday, so I went to bed with my hair in a bunch of twists, and I just took out those twists and then pulled them back and did this claw clip. So that's what I'm working with. This is a really quick and easy style to do, and I'll probably do a video on it at a later time, but just wanted to show you what my hair is looking like. Alrighty. Okay, so let's talk wash and goes. I don't know that I've ever told my full natural story before, but to paraphrase, because it's kind of a long story, I actually have always worn my hair natural. When I was little, I used to wear it natural, and it wasn't until high school that I relaxed my hair. And mainly I did it because I was on a cheerleading squad, and I was trying to just fit in with what was going on there. But after I got done with high school, I was totally over relaxers, and I went natural. And I was natural all the way up until I was working, and then when I was working and I'd started my career, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was just feeling if I wanted to get to the next level that I really needed to tame my hair, which is sad to say, but it's true. That's how I felt. And so I got a relaxer, and due to my last move that I had to make, I move a lot with work, I move around, but I moved from LA to Oklahoma, and I was having a hard time finding someone to do my hair, and then I also kind of wanted to go natural again. I was tired of always having to figure something out, and so finally I had this moment where I was like, you know what, I'm going to go natural again. I'm going to stop worrying about getting it relaxed, yada yada yada. My hair was growing out, and then finally I just said, you know what, I'm not going to transition, I'm going to big chop, and I cut my own hair on a humbug. I just cut my own hair in the living room, and then I went through this period of shock because it was a lot to take at one moment, but that all led me to this natural hair journey. And I shared all that with you because it's relevant for our conversation about wash and goes. When I first was natural and I had chopped my hair and I had my teeny weeny afro, YouTube was my lifeline. I was on YouTube all the time, watching videos, learning about my hair, and just soaking in everything I could find. And at that point in time, there wasn't nearly as many videos as there are today. And I think it's a good thing because I think the more women are out there telling their stories, everybody identifies with different personalities. It's just great. We need more of it. And so I encourage people to create a channel and journey and document their story, because you never know who you're going to inspire. And even if it's one person, it's worth it. It is so worth it. So anyway, like I said, I was soaking in all of this information from different channels, and I kept hearing about wash and goes, and I was thinking to myself, what's this whole wash and go thing? So when I finally understood it was just a style you could literally wash and go, I got excited. Well, then I find out you have to put in gel into your hair. That's part of the wash and go. You put in the gel, which helps define your curl, and then you can just go out with it like that. So when I had a teeny weeny fro, it was no worries, right? Because my hair was like, about this long. So I just eco-stylered up, put it in there, and I was like, bam, I'm good to go. Then I noticed, you know, my curls don't really look all that defined, but hey, it's a wash and go. And so I kept doing it, but I just wasn't super impressed with the results. When my hair got to be a little bit longer, maybe about 3 inches or so, I said, let me go back to this wash and go. Maybe I can get it now and I can put in the Eco Styler Gel or the Kinky Curly Custard or whatever. I was trying products to get a defined curl so I could rock a wash and go. I think I kind of became obsessed with trying to get a wash and go because I kept seeing the videos on YouTube and everybody's wash and goes look so bomb. And I was thinking, what's wrong with me? How come I can't seem to achieve this look? Why aren't any of these products working for me? But you know what? I learned after trialing tons and tons of products, that's just not my style. Wash and goes don't really go for me. You know what I mean? My hair texture, I mean, this is kinky hair. You know, this is so nactified. And I'm fine with that. But I had to realize that I can't rock the wash and go. It just doesn't do, I don't get the results that I was seeing. My hair does a different thing. And that's cool. I've learned how to do the different thing that my hair does. I know how to work with it. And I'm learning every day other things I can do with it. And I think that's awesome. The other reason why I don't do wash and goes, the first reason is because I don't get the curl definition, and so it just doesn't look all that great on me. But the second reason is, when I was trying wash and goes when my hair was longer, when it was about 3 inches, 4 inches long, I was getting single strand knots up the wazoo. I promise you, I would take the time to do the shingling to get the product into my hair, and then I would set up to go out. I would go out and come home. My hair would have like transformed because, you know, when you put the gel in, it's kind of hanging and it's heavy and it's elongated. Well, for me, by the end of my Oklahoma hot days, my hair had gone poop and it was all up in here. And then it started curling on itself. So when I went to detangle that mess, knots on top of knots on top of knots. And again, I was hard-headed. I kept trying to figure it out. And I kept trying to do wash and goes, and I was getting the same results. And then finally, a light bulb went off, and I was like, this is not for my hair texture, period. This is not for my hair texture. So I don't know how close your hair texture is to mine, but if you have a very kinky curl, you know, and wash and goes haven't been working for you, it might just be because your hair can do something else. And wash and goes might not be for you. So I want to know what you think about wash and goes. This has been my experience. I don't attempt them anymore, and I'm okay with that. It's just not my look, and there's so many other styles, so I've been pursuing those. But yeah, if you're a 4C hair chick and you have some thoughts and opinions on wash and goes, I definitely want to hear about it. I guess my advice, if you care, my thought on it is, you know, if your hair is teeny weeny afro length and it's shorter, fine, go crazy with them. But once your hair gets to be 3 inches or so or longer, you know, I think you're going to experience the same thing I did, which is you're going to start to get a lot of 2-strand knots or single-strand knots, and it's just not worth it. It's not, it's not a style that benefits your growth. So, yeah, I didn't want to be negative Nelly. I really just wanted to share what my experience has been, so I hope some of you found this helpful. And I'll probably discuss this more on my blog, 4chairchick.com. But please rate, comment, subscribe, and I know we will be talking soon. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook. I always respond and chit-chat. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I hope you have a great one, and I will catch you on the next video. Outro!